A new rideshare company looking to take to D.C. streets. Waymo uses self-driving cars. I actually shared on my X account @ScottThuman yesterday about my experience riding in one of these robo-taxis if you want to take a closer look. And I asked you, would you feel safe in one of these? Out of roughly 100 votes, a majority of you right now say, no way, too dicey. But there is still time to vote, so feel free to chime in. Meanwhile, 7 News' Tom Rousey is live in Northwest tonight. And Tom, you spoke with some people who've also taken this service. What's their reaction?
Yeah, Scott, and they're testing them here in D.C. right now. Throughout the day, we saw a number of them pulling up to pick folks up here on Massachusetts Avenue. Now, these folks, this was prearranged. You can't hail one yet, but by next year, you may be able to. Wednesday afternoon, we saw a number of autonomous Waymo vehicles on Massachusetts Avenue. Currently, D.C. regulations only allow the cars on the streets if someone is behind the wheel ready to take over. But Waymo says it is working with the city to try to change the rules, so sometime next year it can launch its ride-hailing app in D.C. You would be able to use the vehicles just like an Uber, only there would be no driver.
It was a little nerve-wracking for sure.
Reese Carter lives in the Phoenix area, one of 5 areas Waymo is already operating in. He shared this video of what it looks like riding in one.
We'll do all the driving, so please don't touch the steering wheel.
Everything moves as if there were a person there, just without the person, so you do see the wheel going.
Some viral videos have shown the cars doing dangerous or bizarre things.
This car is just going in circles.
Like a few months ago when Mike Johns' Waymo drove him in circles instead of to the Phoenix airport.
Well, I'm getting dizzy.
But Waymo says overall statistics indicate its cars are much safer than the average human driver. And Reese says his rides have been smooth with one small exception.
And it was around a bend in the road, and it was at the time of day where a lot of sunlight was reflecting off the road. It did slow down to almost a stop.
As far as price,
then it's pretty in line with Uber and Lyft. The difference is obviously going to be there's no driver to tip.
Now, we reached out to D.C.'s Department of Transportation about this. DDOT says they are starting a process that it looks like could potentially lead to the rules being changed, so Waymo would be allowed to do this without a driver in the car. If that were to happen, though, DDOT says they would want Waymo or any other company to be sure to prioritize safety. Reporting live in Northwest Washington along Massachusetts Avenue, I'm Tom Rousey, 7 News.
Yeah, an interesting experience for sure. Thank you, Tom. And we have to show you this one from the 7 News archive. In September of 2017, we reported a story showing how Virginia Tech and Ford were partnering up to research how pedestrians and cyclists would react to driverless cars. However, they weren't really driverless. A person was hidden there in the car seat. Just their hands were below the window line. They were ready to grab the wheel if need be. It was the talk of the town at the time, now becoming a bit of a reality. All right.